All right. One of the misconceptions about chemical changes versus physical changes is that a lot of people believe that chemical changes are irreversible, meaning you can't undo them. This is a misconception. It's completely false. I know one of the articles that we had you read earlier from National Geographic even said that. In reality, chemical changes are often harder to undo, but they're not impossible to undo. In fact, you're kind of completely reliant on the reversibility of chemical reactions. So, on the last problem, the last question, question 34, you did the ball and stick models to create glucose, which is photosynthesis. So, that's where we take, let's see, this was the ending substances. So, photosynthesis is where we take water and carbon dioxide, and plants use these ingredients to make glucose. Glucose is a sugar. This is basically the building block of all living things. Everything is built from glucose. Now, humans can consume glucose. So think about like honey. Honey is basically pure glucose. The bees collect the pollen from flowers and collect the nectar and concentrate it and produce the sugar, which has a lot of calories. Um, we will take this sugar that's created in the process of photosynthesis and we will break it apart and do the exact reverse of photosynthesis. So, the reverse of photosynthesis is called cellular respiration. So, we have the same two cards as in photosynthesis, but here we've just switched the reactants and the products. So, you can see I crossed it off on the bottom and wrote reactants, and then on the other one, I crossed it off and wrote products, the ending substances. So, instead of starting with carbon dioxide and water and ending with glucose, cellular respiration, we're going to start with glucose and oxygen, and we're going to react them to form carbon dioxide and water. So this is what animals do when they digest food and break it apart for energy. So hopefully you'll see that these are the same reactions, photosynthesis and cellular respiration. They're just going in opposite directions. So go ahead and build these molecules, or you build this, start out with this. This is our reactant, our starting up substance, and then you break bonds, reorganize them, and form these new ending substances.